Looks like you've done what I asked then. I appreciate it. On behalf of the Erebonian Embassy, I thank you. Welcome back, my loyal subjects, to more Trails in the Sky. Pharaoh Fiasco here. Last episode, we beat the final boss. And oh my gosh, they made us work for it. And that's the understatement of the century. But Colonel Richard, he was trying to buy us time to leave, and then he got kind of. What should we do? Shut up and go! My fate was sealed when I lost my fight with you. No! Don't worry about it. My plan may have ended in failure, but if I can help you, perhaps that will be repentance enough. Such a pity. If you think of this as a hopeless battle, then that's exactly what it will be. Is that who I think it is? Have you forgotten everything I taught you? It is! Cassius! It can't be. Now, finish him off! What? 5,000. Hold on. Cause everybody's at 200 CP! Heck yeah! Oh, it's about that time! Oh, we're about to let this thing have it! Yes! Oh, baby! How about some of this? Cassius, just him entering is enough to make our CP 200. 930. All right. Joshua is going to art. Estelle will morale.
Come on.
Whew. Can't do anything, can you? Yeah, buddy. Now this is catharsis right here. I mentioned it at the end of last episode, but I spent all day fighting this thing. Oh, yeah. This feels good. Show Cassius how much stronger we've gotten. And Estelle, if you'll do the honors once more for us. And you're done! There we go! My kind of fireworks, dude. Finally done. We won! Thank you for your help, everyone. And the theme! Everything's back to normal. Estelle, Joshua, I'm home. It's been quite a while. Dad? You've still got a long way to go, but I can see that your training has paid off. I suppose I'll give you a passing grade this time. Enough! Don't give me that! What are you even doing here? What indeed? Perhaps I just wanted to see the ending? He wanted to come in after it was all done? This guy! What do you mean by ending? I see you're just as cheerful as ever, Dad. Huh. Well, you look like you've gotten taller. Has looking after Estelle been as difficult as I think it has? What's that supposed to mean? Depends on the day, really. But to be fair, she looks out for me too. It balances out. Good, good. It sounds like it's been a worthwhile journey. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cassius Bright. My name is Olivier. I am a traveling musician from the Empire. Is that so? When time permits, I should like to discuss a few things with you. In the meantime, please know that you have my thanks for assisting my son and daughter. Think nothing of it. It's been a worthwhile pursuit. Nevertheless, I am impressed by your skill. It is rare that one gets to watch a living legend at work. Well, I'm still working on it myself. It's been quite a long time, Mr. Cassius. Yes, Your Highness. Roughly 6 months, I believe. I'd heard of your imprisonment, but I am glad to see you well. Well, you can thank Estelle and Company for coming to my rescue. By the way, Estelle and Joshua were in this year's play at the Royal Academy. I wish you could have been there to see it. Oh, really? I do wish I could have been there for that. This really isn't the time for chit-chat! I swear, you just pop out of nowhere just the right moment to make the most dramatic entrance you can. Ah, well, it seems like everything's back to normal. And the rest of the party, so now things will probably continue as usual. Professor, there you are! You're a bit late to the party though, I'm afraid. Well, after you went on ahead, we were surrounded by a horde of those mechanized monsters. We managed to keep them at bay somehow or another though. And here we are. In any case, it seems like all affairs have been set in order. Yes, much remains to be done, but this, at least, has been resolved. But... isn't the Intelligence Division's battalion getting close to the castle by now? No doubt, along with patrol ships. Dad, did you check out the situation on the surface before coming down here? Yes, and you've no need to worry about that. General Morgan said that he has the situation under control. Oh, Cassius busted out General Morgan while he was at it. While he was in the area, along the way, he just happened to rescue General Morgan. No big deal. And with Sid's help, this craziness will be quelled in no time. Not gonna lie, I don't know who Sid is. I've forgotten who Sid is. What? I see. So you took care of them on your way here then? Yeah, he's just kind of been sitting in the background. So, you're awake. Oh, this music! We'd placed General Morgan under strict observation. Sid couldn't risk defying us because we held his family hostage. Oh, Major Sid! The guy who I initially thought was in on it, but turned out to kind of be a sympathetic party. Yet you freed both from our grasp. I suppose I did. However, Richard, that's about all I've done. Even had I not returned, they would have been able to handle it themselves. No, you're wrong. You're a hero. You left the military, left all of us. What were we supposed to do? I didn't think we could survive another invasion. So, I had to find something else we could rely on. You know? People have been, you guys have been telling me that Richard, he's a lot more sympathetic than he initially comes off as when he's got his whole evil plan in motion. But knowing that he was mind-controlled like we've been experiencing up until this point, and actually hearing him talk now, I can see how he has his fans. If you had stayed in the service, it never would have come to this. Yeah, let him know, dude. Whoa! Crap! Ugh. Stop being such a child, Richard. You're the one who made the mistake of never letting go of the delusions you had about me. I don't know if, I didn't know anything about this going into it, and Cassius, living legend is more apt than delusions. I don't know, dude. You're larger than life in a lot more ways than one. For all your schemes, why could you never stand on your own 2 feet? I thought it would be okay to retire. I thought I could comfortably leave the army in your care. Colonel, I'm not an icon to be hailed. A decade ago, you and General Morgan helped me, and we were victorious. But I'm no more than a man who's run away from reality without protecting the things that are important to him. Dad! But I have no intention of running anymore. That is why I expect the same from you, Richard. I want you to think about this whole mess. Think about what you did wrong, and how you can atone for it. You'll have plenty of time, believe me. Yeah, he's definitely going to jail. And so, the Intelligence Division's planned coup d'etat was thwarted. General Morgan and Major Sid organized the military authorities to keep the chaos to a minimum. And the conspirators in the Intelligence Division were arrested, one by one. 1 week later... the 60th anniversary of the Queen's birth. Just in time! Oh, and it does feel like the occasion to be celebrated, that's for sure. Oh, this music. Really nice to hear. Oh! So Chloe's gone Claudia again. Oh, Tina's up there too. Huh. Oh, Dorothy, Niall, there we are on the left. Hey, it's everybody. Estelle and Joshua Bright, in honor of your recent work, the Grancel branch of the Bracer Guild has prepared you a letter of recommendation. Take it with our blessing. Yes, sir! Received payment for Oriole. 12, no Mira, but 12 BP. Current rank is Junior Bracer First Class. Received recommendation. With this, you now have 5 such letters, I believe. Sir Cassius, if you will do the honors? I will. Estelle and Joshua Bright. In accordance with the rules of the guild, this will qualify you both to become full-fledged bracers. Present your letters of recommendation. Yes, sir! And by all means, please verify their authenticity. Handed over letters of recommendation. The Relent, Bose, Rouen, Zeiss, and Grancel branches. I've now confirmed the authenticity of all 5 signatures. The final rank, Junior Bracer Rank 1. I never thought you'd come so far. Honestly, it's a little frightening. In Adios' name, and by the seal of the Bracer Guild, both of you are promoted to full-fledged bracers. Take your emblems, you two. Yes, sir! Nice! Received bracer emblem! A chill just went through my cheeks. Like, we worked for this! We made this happen! Yes! Congratulations, guys. Hey, those emblems look good on you. I have to admit, you two did good, but just this once. Thanks, everyone. We would never have reached this point without everyone's help. Your true careers as bracers start now. Bear that in mind. I understand. We'll be even more dedicated. Now, I hate to break up such a happy occasion, but I'm afraid I do have some unfortunate news that I must tell all of you. What's that? Today marks the final day of Cassius Bright's membership with the Bracer Guild. Really now? He's retiring? He is going to be returning to active duty within the Royal Army. Ah, okay. What? Really? Since I've been away for so long, I feel bad bringing this up so suddenly. But the chaos that has resulted from the attempted coup must be quelled. The military needs major reorganization to deal with the damage that the intelligence division caused. I plan to help out with that. Oh, I get it. Since bracers can't be soldiers... Hey, did you higher ranks already know about this? Higher ranks? Okay, so we know Sherazard is a C-rank bracer, and Annalise is calling them you higher ranks. So that just must mean Annalise must be D-rank herself. That doesn't really indicate anything about Grant, Kurt, or Karna's ranks. Yes, he already discussed it with us. It is discouraging, but we can never truly become independent if we always lean on those more experienced. And hey, think of it as less competition. Now that Cassius is out, maybe you can take the top spot, eventually. I suppose that's true. And this means that we're going to be really busy though. Well, you do have 2 new full-fledged bracers on hand now. You can work them like dogs instead of me. Dad! I guess our lives are about to get pretty hectic, eh? About to? About to? About to, he says! Oh, man. Oh. Jeez, Dad. Can't you at least stay with us until the end of the birthday celebration? I'm sorry, but there's a war council starting immediately. Colonel Richard may be in custody, but there are plenty of his special ops cohorts still at large. Captain Amalthea is also hiding somewhere in the underground ruins. And if that weren't enough, it looks like those sky bandits ran off in all the confusion. We have to stay on guard so they don't cause any trouble during the festival. Those guys are just a constant pain in the ass. Either way, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. The increased security is just for peace of mind. The real issue is that we really don't know the significance of what happened underground. We can only guess at what effect breaking that seal will have, and what the purpose of that aureole is. That's a puzzle that absolutely must be solved. Yeah, I guess you're right. And it doesn't sound like Colonel Richard's memory can be trusted. Yes, just like Kurt, he seems to have some missing memories. Even so, the search team was able to confirm one thing. We now know where the black orbment came from. Really? You know who made it? Not quite, but we do know who's responsible for introducing it to the Intelligence Division. Commander of the Special Ops, Second Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar. I should have figured. I really didn't. That's out of left field for me, but I should have figured it'd be him. Him. He gave it to Richard shortly after he was recruited for the Intelligence Division. And coincidentally, that would be just about the same time Richard planned his coup. We need to find out everything about Lawrence that we can. Huh. He always did seem strange. I guess we were lucky that we actually got a good look at his face, huh? If you want, I can try drawing you a picture of him. That would be appreciated. I have to admit, though, that I don't have the utmost faith in your artistic skills. Maybe I should ask Scheherazade or Her Majesty. That's not nice. Estelle, you actually saw Lawrence's face? What? I didn't tell you? He took his helmet off when we fought him on the terrace in the Royal Keep. He looked around 20, maybe older, with ash blonde hair. Wow, Joshua looks like he's seen a ghost, dude. He had some seriously creepy eyes, too, let me tell you. Were his eyes amber, too? I actually didn't take a look at them. They might have been red. Ugh, they were so cold, but it was like they were on fire at the same time. He told the Queen, "You are hardly qualified to feel pity for me." Hardly qualified. Joshua? Your eyes are looking a little creepy now too, Joshua. Something on your mind? How about you let us handle the cleanup here and go have fun at the festival? Okay, you're right. Awesome, let's go live it up! Oh, right. Are we going to be sleeping at the castle tonight? Yes, Her Majesty was kind enough to let me use 2 of the guest rooms in the eastern wing. Joshua and I will be on the right, you and Shara on the left. Me and Shara? Together? You don't like that setup? Okay, how about me and you in one room, Joshua and Shara in the other? Just imagine, all that time for you to fawn over me and wait on me and tell me how much you missed me. I'll bunk with Shara. I suspected as much. Alright then, I'll see you kids tonight. Cassius is a cool dad. You know, it wouldn't be a big deal for you to share a room with him. I mean, it has been a long time since you last saw him. Didn't you have a lot of stuff about your mom that you wanted to talk to him about? Yeah, but I don't much like the idea of you and Shara in the same room either. Huh? Nothing. Let's go and look around. The town's decked out with some pretty cool festival-exclusive shops, you know. Well, we certainly can't let those pass us by now, can we? And if we get tired, there's a rest area in the east block. Behind the stores, right? We should make that our last stop then. Okay, the rest area behind the stores will be our last stop. First things first. Safe. Yes, there we go. In case anything insane happened. So now this should be the epilogue, I believe. Is it? No, still final chapter. So, Her Majesty's illness was all some kind of lie? Dubious though it may be, I'm just thankful to hear she's alright. I was quite worried about her. I was going to propose to my girlfriend out in front of the castle gates, when suddenly the gates opened up and a bunch of royal guardsmen and bracers flew past us. I thought they'd come to stop me from proposing or something. Yeah, it's silly, I know. I lost my nerve though, and still haven't said anything to her. I can't believe something like that happened while I was standing right there. But I mustn't let myself get so easily bothered. The climax of our trip is just around the corner. The princess was so very, very pretty. When I saw her, I was all, aww. Everything got all crazy there for a while, but in the end, I got to see my grandkid and Her Majesty. Thank the goddess. Yeah, sorry about that. I never believed Lieutenant Schwartz could be a terrorist. Maybe not Julia, but I don't know. I was taken by the terrorist thing for a really long time, apparently. And I'm just as convinced now that Colonel Richard can't possibly be the one behind the coup. Okay, that's where you're wrong, buddy. I mean, the facts are the facts, but it just seems so surreal to me. How could a man like that fall so far? I was shocked when I found out the intelligence division was behind the coup, and they planned it all out right from inside the castle. Still, I'm glad we were able to at least hold the birthday celebration. It all did work out in the end, but there's one person in particular that we've got to find, and that person's name is Olivier Lenham. Oh, Chloe and her friends! Oh, nice to see you. It's been a long time. Jill and Hans have come to the capital as school representatives.
Estelle, Joshua, Jill? A long time no see. I heard about your adventures from Chloe. Sounds like you guys have been busy. Ruby Knight Julius, indeed.
Dude, everybody got in on the cross-dressing. I totally forgot that Estelle did too. Hey, Joshua. Hans, what brings you here? What brings me here? What brings me here? All this time and that's the first question out of your mouth? Do you know how lonely all my nights have been? Do you? I never forgot you, Joshua. I came running all this way to the capital to see you. But where's the princess outfit? Still the same as ever, I see. Damn straight. Looks like you've been through a lot, but you seem as full of energy as ever, thankfully. Next time you're in Rouen, be sure to stop by the school, okay? Hans is a really good friend. I can see him and Joshua hanging out and playing video games or something. Well, Hans seems like the type of person to play video games. Joshua will probably be reading a book. But I like them as best friends.
Estelle, Joshua. Oh, Chloe, there you are. Yeah, I'd heard that Jill and Hans were here. So I sneaked out of the castle and came to see them.
You sure do know how to act unprincessy.
But of course. And I wanted to thank you too. You've been nothing but helpful at every turn.
Us? Nah, it was totally all you. We've learned a whole bunch just from being around you. You've taught us all about kindness and courtesy and strength of spirit and all that other junk. Not that it's actually junk. I'm so bad at this. What I'm trying to say is, that's what friends do. So believe me, no thanks are necessary.
Estelle, I'm so glad to see you again.
Hey, that's awesome. Alright. With the town spirits up, so too are my customer numbers. During the birthday celebration, my sales increased by a factor of 5. I'm so glad Her Majesty has recovered from her illness. Let's see if he's selling anything good. Quartz, nope. Oh, you guys didn't see it, or you might have, I don't know. But we gutted everybody. Everyone who wasn't in the final party, we took all of their quartz off just so we could have a full selection. Grancel Bracer Guild. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, we don't have any new assignments today. You two may feel free to go out and enjoy your date.
The date? Who's on a date? We are so not dating yet.
Yet?
At all. I meant at all.
The Royal Army will be out in force during the festivities, but the other bracers should be around as well. Check the bars, shops, and inns. You're sure to find them. Are you sure there's no assignments? There sure aren't. But yeah, when are Estelle and Joshua? That's probably going to be one of the final scenes, them having their heart-to-heart. Bouillabaisse. Did we ever eat that? Yeah, we did. Seeing the Queen healthy was a real comfort. All that suspicion from the Royal Guardsmen was unfounded. A lot's been happening lately, but I think things are finally starting to get back to normal. But what about up here, though? Yep. You did a remarkable job. Based on your performance, I'd say you two are already fine, full-fledged bracers. But never forget, these are only the first steps in your career. Thank you, sir! So, Kurt, are you feeling any better? I'm fine. Just fine. I remember just about everything, except the identity of the bastard who erased my memories. That's the only missing piece. Based on your performance, he's saying the same stuff. Oh. Welcome back, brave heroes. Grant, you guys were amazing. Better than any other junior bracers I've met, that's for damn sure.
Yay us! We couldn't have done it without everyone's help, though. I mean, my dad ended up saving my butt in there, so I'm not exactly solo heroine material.
You guys are something else. Guess this makes us partners. Here's to us. Yeah, we'll be working very closely with them from now on. The martial arts tournament could be a good opportunity to hone my skills. And if Zine the Immovable made an appearance there.
Why don't you try to get in next year, Agate?
Maybe. It might be nice, but it's become such a circus. And I don't like doing tricks for a crowd.
Well, whatever floats your boat.
Hey, you two.
Zine. So, what's your next move? Back to the Republic?
I'm in no rush. There doesn't seem to be any crisis in the Republic so bad that I absolutely have to be there for it. Besides, this country is full of fine opponents from your Bracer Guild. As long as I'm here, it would be a waste to leave without testing my mettle a bit more.
The fine opponents? Who'd you have in mind?
For starters, you've got Agate, the so-called Heavy Blade, not to mention your Silver Streak Sherazard. And who could forget the champions of this year's martial arts competition, perhaps the strongest of them all.
Aw, Zine, that's so sweet! But don't think it means I'll go any easier on you, and don't you hold back on us! It's on, man!
She doesn't speak for both of us. Feel free to hold back if you'd like. In fact, I might even prefer it.
There were a lot of times where I thought that Zine's Oral Blast might come in handier than Titanic Roar, but ultimately I'm glad we went with the double Titanic Roars. Oop, nope, don't want to leave. Shara, okay. Well, hello there. What you doing, Shara? Shopping with colleagues. Been long overdue for a nice shopping trip after all. I don't get much of a chance these days. When I was little, I remember you used to take us shopping all the time. It was fun. That's right. When your dad was gone, the three of us used to go out all the time. You know, once we get back to Roland, what say we do a little shopping together for old time's sake? I can buy you an outfit as a congratulatory gift. Really? I'd love to. It's a date then. I usually don't shop in places like this. Sherazard and Annalise wouldn't stop going on and on about it though, so I had to check it out. Annalise! Hey, why so serious? It's just, this is the first time I've had a chance to work with you like this. But you two really do a nice job of covering one another, if you know what I mean. Well, we're around each other all the time, so we've gotten pretty used to each other's styles, I guess. Hello? Anybody up there? Read between the lines, you doofus! Guess I just gotta come out and say it. Annalise leaned in close and whispered into Estelle's ear. I think you two make a very cute couple. What? Don't be embarrassed, it's plain to see with the way you look at each other. I'm jealous. I mean, I'd kill for a cute boyfriend like him. Something wrong, ladies? No, nothing's wrong at all, Joshua. If I can't get my wicked tongue under control, I'll never be allowed to sell tea, so I need to just bite it and be nice. I'm going to teach myself everything I can about teas and try to talk the owner into letting me sell them. That'll show that smug sister of mine who's the real exotic tea girl in this family. So, yeah, she probably should have... Oh, is that Philip? Oh, hi, Philip.
Hello again. Please forgive my lack of decorum. Through my actions yesterday, I have caused His Grace much trouble.
On that subject, do you know where we might find Duke Dunan?
His Grace has sequestered himself to consider the claims made by the Queen. He is spending his days at the Irby Royal Villa, isolated with his thoughts.
Oh, is he now?
Then, what brings you here, Philip?
Well, I've been sent here on an errand. To buy donuts for His Grace, you see. Oh, I see. I get the feeling he's not being completely honest about that.
Yeah, he's pretty clearly here for his own donuts. But whatever floats his airship.
Hey, I can't fault him for wanting donuts. I'm actually feeling a donut right now.
So that's who's hanging out there.
The landing port. I don't think... We'll check the landing port just to see if there's anyone important there. But where the heck could our guy Olivier be?
Leave it to the Queen's birthday celebration to bring out all the crazies, weirdos, and heroes. And this is still just a small fraction of the people you'll find in the Empire's capital city. Crazy, isn't it? I just can't imagine so many people milling about every single day. How can a city like that even function? It's Heimdall, right? Heimdall's the capital city of Erebonia. They've got trams and stuff, so it's pretty nice. Oh, what's this? A scene? Wow, look at the size of this crowd. It's because it's so warm out today. Anyone selling ice cream is sure to make a ton of Mira. You know, looking at all this kind of makes me want to eat everything they've got. Which reminds me, I made you a promise. What promise? When we were dressed up as maids in the castle and you were all sulky and pouty, and I said I'd buy you some ice cream. Why do you remember the most trivial things? And as I recall, I also made you a promise in that rest area. Oh, yeah, I guess you did. Why don't we wait for the day to settle down a little bit first? Anyway, we can walk around some more and then go to the rest area behind the stores. And then I'll buy you some ice cream. Okay? Okay. Is this the rest area behind the stores that they were talking about? Huh, must be. Oh, okay, so Olivier's not here, but check it out. Ah, dear me. I'm much too old to be living on the lam. Were you okay being left on your own with Agate? Absolutely fine. He was very courteous and mindful of my needs. He even made sure to plan our daily routes so as to not wear me down too much. I haven't any complaints about Agate at all. Oh, that's actually surprisingly here. He's no Cassius, of course, but I am still grateful to him. Huh. Estelle, Joshua. Wow, Tina, you look happy. Grandpa promised me we could have ice cream. Ooh, ice cream. Ice cream is good. You bet it is. I asked Agate to come too, but he said he didn't want to. Agate eating ice cream. I'd pay good money to see that. I bet he'd like it if he tried it, though. Would he, though? Grandpa promised he'd have ice cream with me. I asked Agate to come too, but he said he didn't want to. Agate's a mere chick compared to the phoenix that is Cassius. Nonetheless, I am extremely grateful to him. I didn't think that the martial arts competition would be used as a cover for a coup, but Colonel Richard didn't seem very content with his position as it was. I mean, Colonel Richard he would have been, the only thing that would have made Colonel Richard happy was Cassius coming back to the service. Yay, it's Estelle and Joshua! And that's actually kind of funny because he got his wish in the end, but only by not being able to serve with him. You know, Niall was telling me something interesting. He said this story's going to win us the Pulitzer Prize. The what now? Don't you mean the Shh, you want to get sued? The Pulitzer is the annual... These freaking jokers! I love it! You want to get sued? The Pulitzer is an annual award presented to the very best examples of journalism, literature, and music. There's no higher honor for any reporter. Well, good for you then, I guess. It's actually all thanks to you two. Hear my whole story. The Pulitzer Prize. I love that! That's actually kind of random. This game hasn't broken the fourth wall all game, but hey. Oh, that's beautiful. Joshua, Estelle, great job. Our special coup edition has been flying off the stands. There is a ton of buzz right now about your little stunt. Sorry I couldn't get you guys some fame from it. The guild made me withhold your names. Biggest scoop of my career, you guys. You did real good. Man. It's nice that we... the Pulitzer Prize. You want to get sued? Joshua, this guy. Or Julia, even. Colonel Richard's been here many times. And every time he always flatters us with praise. He's so very polite and upstanding. But what about General Morgan? That Richard could even dream of a coup d'etat. Some troops fight for their country because they truly love it. And I always took him to be such a man. Somehow that love must have become twisted. Perhaps he convinced himself he was serving the country's best interests. I have to believe that. I can't imagine he would ever incriminate himself for any less noble reason. I mean, ultimately, I guess Colonel Richard can kind of... It can be argued he's more of a tragic figure than not. Hey, it's Estelle the Bracer. Let's play sometime, okay?
Dang, I was hoping to speak with General Morgan. But maybe Julia could actually potentially be in the church. Is this still off limits? Colonel Richard being behind the coup d'etat blows my mind. I had no idea, and I was working right alongside him. Yep, there she is. Estelle, Joshua, how goes it? Hey Julia, fancy meeting you here. The Archbishop was very kind to me when I took asylum here. I wanted to thank him and keep him up to date on the current situation as well. Okay, that makes sense. And I wanted to thank the both of you too. You're the whole reason we were able to save Her Majesty and the Princess. If you hadn't been there, well, at any rate, you have our sincerest gratitude. Don't thank us. It was a group effort. Give a little, get a little, you know? Besides, we wanted to rescue Her Majesty just as much as you did. So it's a win-win. Her Majesty's safe and everybody's happy. I suppose that's true. But thank you nonetheless.
So we were right about Julia. Oh, is it not gonna... Okay, I guess it's not gonna let us visit Duke Dunon. Oh, this way leads outside. Why don't we explore some more of the city before we leave? Yeah, you're right. There's plenty more to see. If you're tired, there's a rest area over in the East Block. I like the sound of that. Alright, so I guess we can't go and see what Duke Dunon's doing with his thoughts. Oh, hey, check it out! I was planning on going home early, but I guess that didn't happen. Well, you've had a lot to discuss, I'm sure. Indeed, Headmaster Collins has actually suggested we start a committee for royal ascendancy. There was a lot of mess with that coup, and the damage to our public image is quite big. We're going to have to start working more in concert with the other countries. It sounds to me like you're in for some busy times. All the more reason to kick back and relax tonight, no? I believe a walk to the cathedral for some prayer is in order. Actually, come to think of it, the first time I met you was on a day when you were skipping church. All the more reason to go now. Though I'm sure Adios can forgive me for a little infraction like that, right? Oh my, that bracer symbol certainly looks good on you two. Thank you, ma'am. She noticed it, which is always nice. With conferences day in and day out, I imagine Her Highness must be a very busy woman. If Her Highness really wants to relax, she needs to get as far away as she can. I hear Bose is quite nice this time of year. Huh. Helmuth, I've got to get back to work. The Duke claimed there was nothing to do and put us on a forced vacation, but, well, look at all of this! It'll take us eons to clean up this mess. Stupid coup. We have so much reorganizing to do and so much leftover work. Another late night, huh? Working for the court is the pits. The other officials who were sent away on forced vacation should be rolling back in right about now. Things are about to get very busy for us, I think. Okay. Here he is! Found him! Olivier! Estelle, Joshua. I heard from Cassius that you've become full-class bracers. Well done! Well done! Congratulations, my dear little pussycats. Could you just... well, just go with thanks. Olivier, what brings you here, other than the alcohol? I'd heard you were invited to tonight's celebratory banquet, but... well, I didn't think you'd be here already. Yeah, seriously! What's a guy who loves parties doing drinking alone in a quiet place like this? Better be careful, or some people might start thinking you're an imposter. The news of you two becoming full-fledged bracers filled my heart almost to bursting. So much so that I saw no recourse but to hold an impromptu concert in front of the Grand Arena. Ah, if only you had witnessed the unbridled excitement I inspired in my legion of fans. Right. Makes me think of the performance at Hocken Gate. Indeed, and such a public explosion of passion left me drained, so I wandered here for a quiet place to drink and brood. Ah me, and restless dreams walking alone, sharing the drink they call loneliness. Before you sits the beauty and beast that is, man. I can't make those words fit together into anything resembling sense. So yeah, about your reunion with my dad. You apparently have something you need to talk about with him, don't you? I do. You do. As a matter of fact, It seemed to me as though Dad already knew who you were. Inconceivable, my pretty kitty. Surely a man like him and a man such as I would have little need to spread our wings and fly. Yeah, he definitely knows something. He's acting weird, even for him. Definitely. There's more to the story for sure. Pups, forget about the worries on your mind. Come, dance to the beat of the rhythm of the night. Let the sounds of our feet and our laughter chase away those lurking twin trolls, forgotten past and unknown future. Okay, and so after we talked to Olivier, I think we were supposed to go to to check the request board, and it should be on the board. The embassy mission, Mueller 2000 Mira Low. I would like someone to find and detain one blonde-haired, self-proclaimed musician wearing a white coat who is thought to be arriving in the Royal City by eventide today. Huh. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. Let's apprehend him. Alright, Oliver, the jig is up, dude. Estelle, Joshua, it is the birthday celebration. What a waste it would be if we were not to enjoy it, no? Hey, Joshua, I think he's the guy. Without question. I have it. Why don't you join me in a little afternoon delight? Just you and I. Doesn't that sound divine? Come now, do say yes. Funny you asked. We were just talking to this guy who asked us the same thing, and we said, we have this friend whom you would probably just love to talk to. Did you really now? Honest to goodness? Jeez, dude, Olivier is extra thirsty. Absolutely. Would you like us to introduce him to you? I would most love that. Please lead the way. Ah, and the trap's been sprung. Huh? Why are we back at the Bracer Guild? Oh, don't you get your neckerchief in a knot. Elnon's calling over our guest, you see. Yes. The interested party has been successfully contacted and should be arriving here shortly. I imagine she simply can't bear waiting for the opportunity to meet me. I don't know where Olivier got she from, but we've definitely been talking about hims and he's up until now, but it's okay. It's whatever. Tell me, have I made this kitten's acquaintance before, or is this to be our first meowing? Oh, I believe the kitten knows you and really wants to see you. Kittens and Grancel. Perhaps it's Shara, or perhaps even Karna or Annalise. No. I must not discount the possibility that it might be Mayor Maybell, or maybe even dear sweet Lila. Surely it's not Princess Claudia or Tita. Well, let's just say that you've got one hell of an imagination. Ah, it seems that our guest is already here. Is she now? My dearest, come in! With that kind of welcome, who am I to refuse? Here's your kitten, dude! What? Looks like you've done what I asked, then. I appreciate it. On behalf of the Erebonian Embassy, I thank you. That's not necessary. It was Olivier who was really eager to oblige you. I don't remember being present at that discussion. But does this mean that you're the kitten who wished to see me? What are you smoking? Her Royal Majesty the Queen directly invited you to tonight's banquet, so I'm not about to tell you you can't go. But I know you, and I know you're going to get into trouble if you're not properly chaperoned. So I'm keeping a close eye on you until dinner time, and you're going to like it. Estelle! Joshua! You tricked me! Don't blame your bad hearing on us. You were the one who decided it was a woman. We never said a word. Now then, evening swiftly approaches. There's a lot of paperwork to fill out, and you're going to do it. So let's get back to the embassy, shall we? Oh no! And there they go. Well, case closed, I guess. Since that concludes your investigation, allow me to give you your rightful reward. Your proper bracer notebooks are not yet ready, so I'd like for you to note this in your junior one. Receive payment for the embassy mission. 3 BP and 2K Mira. Hey, the perfect package. I
feel a little guilty about this request, but okay. Now, why don't we get back to the birthday celebration? Sounds good. And once we've checked everything out, we can go to the rest area in the Eastern Bloc. Okay, so from here, I think all that's left is actually going to the Eastern Bloc for real this time. He could be chatting it up with the Queen herself. Yup, take a look! The town square must be alight with activity right about now. But I have some important matters to discuss at the moment. You two go and enjoy the festivities without me if you would. And who is this? General Morgan, here he is! Well, hello, it's been a while. General Morgan? It's been a long time. I heard you saved my granddaughter out at the Irby Royal Villa. The villa? Oh yeah, Rianne! We only did what was needed. It's the life of a bracer. Oh, stop with the humbleness already. You're much too young for that. In the end, you saved not just the villa, but Her Majesty and indeed the kingdom itself. This time, I'm going to thank you properly with a quartz? General, you two did well. Very well. I've got to say, I've heard much more heartfelt thank yous in my time. But not from you, General, so, thanks for the thanks. I mean, I guess it could have been worse. It pains me to request that you return to service after closing that chapter of your life, Cassius. Ooh. But gentle though you may be, I know you have an iron will, and I know you will do what you must. My sincerest apologies to you, but I ask if you could lend me your father's strength for a time. I mean, sure. You've got him on loan for however long you need him. Elnon, actually. Oh, and not to dampen the mood of this joyous festival, but I have further news. Specifically, I've learned a few things about Jester. Oh, that! Really now? That's the corps 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence belonged to before joining the Intelligence Division, correct? Indeed. They were a small team that primarily operated from a small, autonomous state on the outskirts of Erebonia. They were quite skilled, as they'd have to be to call themselves a Jaeger Corps. But about 6 months ago, the entire group vanished. I think, wasn't Cassius dealing with that? The entire group? You mean everyone? Were they, like, wiped out in some border skirmish? No, there are no records of them being in battle at the time. In total, over 100 people disappeared, and not a soul knows what happened to them. Yowza, that's creepy. That timetable overlaps with Lawrence joining the Intelligence Division. Are the two events related? We're investigating that. We might find out more from the Royal Army, actually. And there's one more thing. It sounds like the plans for a member of the Imperial family to attend the birthday celebration were cancelled. The only Erebonian representative at the ceremony will be a simple ambassador, much like in previous years. Okay? Weren't they supposed to be a marriage candidate for Chloe or something? And I figured that's what Oliver was here for. Yeah, an arranged marriage to help cement Duke Dunon's ascendancy. The Queen herself put a stop to the marriage talks from what I've heard. I suppose that's why the royal family canceled their visit altogether. Wow, dude, talk about a one-track frickin' mind.